Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Team Secret versus Team Liquid in the Epic League. Still in the group stages, so it's still round robin format. Not like this game has some huge, immense impact onto the rest of the tournament, but even still, Secret and Liquid, two very top teams, both playing. Well, I mean, Secret has played better before. They've been playing a little bit of slump lately, so we'll see if maybe they pick that up. But I mean, even in the previous tournament, I think it was ESL 1, Liquid actually managed to 2-0 Secret, which is definitely no easy feat. So we'll see if they're able to perform like that again, or if Secret's got to bounce back and 2-0 Liquid in return. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure either way, this is definitely going to be an exciting match to watch. Secret leading up with the Oracle ban. Liquid taking away the Magnus. Definitely a hero that Secret loves to snap up, especially in those first phases. Just chuck it onto Puppey, the position 5. And then you're basically an Empower bot with a massive AoE stun. So it's pretty damn good. They'll prioritise taking that away. We'll probably see Liquid maybe ban out the Io as well. There's another hero that Secret does like to pick up and run. Actually ban out the Morphin. So you could potentially see that first pick of the IO. I mean, I don't think Secret really first pick it too much, but it's definitely a hero that they like to play. Maybe still, we'll see what they're going to grab. See, everyone always secretly hopes for like some big shenanigans draft from Secret. They are that sort of team which just pulls these absolute mental combos out the bag. They just lead up the Slardar, pretty, nothing too crazy. Definitely a favoured offlaner for a lot of teams lately. So that'll be in the hands of Zion most likely, and Liquid are going to take the Earth Spirit straight away. That is definitely going to be in the hands of Tiger. Well, I say definitely, but I mean, Tiger, he plays the Earth Spirit so damn well. Always manages to land those rolls, and he's always in the right position at the right time, so definitely a scary hero for him to be playing. Well, for Secret anyway. Liquid probably loving it. Could potentially see a. I mean, depending if Secret doesn't pick a life stealer, then I could probably see Liquid picking up Mars as their second pick, secure that position for Boxy, take it into the off lane, and then they'll just ban out the life stealer come their next phase. That's my prediction anyway. You know, don't quote me on this. The Secret actually going to grab the Rubik. An instant pick of a Viper actually from the side of Liquid. They wanted that no matter what. So there's I imagine that'd be in the hands of Boxy in the mid lane. I think maybe not Boxy, Koifer, sorry, it'd be Koifer in the mid lane. Potentially Boxy could take it for the off lane, but it's not a hero you really see on him too often. And there's not any sort of like big passives to cancel out just yet. I mean, there's the Arcane Supremacy from Rubik and the Greater Bash from Slardar, but I mean, they're not exactly like super high priority Nether Toxin targets. Okay, so Liquid actually ban out the Lifestealer now, so could potentially see them grabbing the Mars in the next phase. They do have the first pick. Obviously, if they do grab that, then that's pretty much guaranteed for this Viper to be in the mid lane in the hands of Koifer. But we'll probably see him pick up, that off lane and support on the next ones and leave their position 1 for the last pick, I imagine. Secret ban out the Drow. They even pre-banned out the Venge in the first banning phase. So definitely shutting down that combo for sure. The Drow does work quite well with the Viper. I mean, especially if they were going to grab the Mars, then the Drow definitely would have been a great pick. Liquid just thinking about what they want to ban for the next bit. So there's probably still a Puppy Hero, Nisha, and Matumba Man left to grab up. There is still the Lone Druid in the pool, which is quite decent on the hands of Matu, but I think the last 2 or 3 times that he's played it, it's sort of flopped, and it's not really gone too well. So maybe we'll see if they want to try and go back to that sort of pick, and maybe Matumba Man's just recovered himself. We'll have to wait and see. So Liquid ban out the Lina. I think they could, maybe a Visage ban could be quite good as well on the side of Liquid. Because the familiars definitely benefit from the minus armor that comes out from Slardar. But I mean, it's not like a Visage is a super meta pick. So they're probably not going to be worried too much about that possibly showing its head. Then Secret take away the Storm Spirit. Definitely a good, nice hero that Koifa does enjoy playing. I mean, even Koifa himself plays the Lone Druid, so both of these 2 teams has a player which can run this LD. But when Liquid sort of goes a Lone Druid draft, they tend to just go big on the push style builds. And so far, a Viper and a Spirit, not exactly the best tower sieges in the world. I mean, Viper can push lanes with the Nether Toxin, but when it actually comes hitting towers, all he's got is his standard right clicks, which isn't really that great. But even still, if Koifa did end up going for the Lone Druid, the bear would probably struggle a bit, seeing as how the Corrosive Haze from the Slardar as well just makes that bear pretty squishy, and it makes it an easy target. They're actually going to take the Keeper of the Light as their 3rd pickup now, so that being most likely be in the hands of Insania for the position 5. So it's a relatively defensive support, so let's see what carry they are going to grab. Okay, Team Secret can actually pick up an Omni Knight. I mean, I think we tend to see that in the hands of Zai for the offlane, but they've already got the Slardar. So is this going to be? It must be a Puppy position 5 Omni Knight then. Seems like the Rubik definitely is going to be in the hands of Yapzor. I don't see anyone else on the side of Secret playing it. But Liquid, they take up the Spectre, and then Secret follows up with the Sven. So the Spectre, definitely a hero which comes online a little bit later, but Liquid have already picked up the Viper, so just snagging away the that nice mid counter pick, just securing the Spectre's, well, just securing his game just a little bit more. And the Viper does come online pretty early as well, so we'll see if Koifa is able to make a bit of space for Mickey and allow Mickey to actually get his farm online. But he's up against the Sven. And as we all know, Sven farms pretty damn fast just with that built-in cleave damage. So it will be quite difficult for Mickey to actually keep pace with the farm coming out from this Sven. So there may have to be a fair amount of focus on the side of the Liquid from like Koifa and Tiger, maybe trying to find a couple of early pickoffs onto this Sven. Just try and slow his game down a little bit and allow Mickey to bring himself into it. See what they go for. But I mean, on the side of Liquid, they're actually lacking a guaranteed stun. All they've got is the Rolling Boulder from the Earth Spirit, which isn't exactly the most reliable thing in the world. So they probably need to grab a hero which does have that. And secretly, they banned away the Dragon Knight as well, which is one of those heroes. Nice tanky player. Nice tanky hero. Probably be put into the hands of Boxy for that off lane, plus with a guaranteed stun. Especially seems on Secret already have 3 guaranteed disables themselves. Slardar with the Crush, the Bash, Rubik with the Lift, Sven with the Stormhammer. So maybe Secret, they are after probably a little bit of a high tempo pick for the Nisha in the mid lane as well. Seems our Sven does need a couple of items before he can actually really become effective in these fights. I mean, the help from the Omni Knight will let him sustain a little bit more. Secret take away the Timbersaw as well. Definitely just focusing a lot of their picks towards Boxy. I think Mars is still alright actually for the side of Liquid. It's not, he doesn't have a guaranteed stun, but he still has a nice stun which has a good duration on it. It has that big AoE semi-lockdown with the arena. And it's not like Omni Knight even gives a magic immunity anymore, so people can't just walk through the wall. But I mean, I suppose later on when Sven gets the Aghanims online, he'll be able to just Superman straight through the wall. Yeah, I think Mars is still a fine pick up for Liquid. But we'll see what Secret's going to pick first. This is going to be Nisha's hero for the mid lane. Can maybe see something like a TA, perhaps. It definitely benefits from the bonus armor from Slardar, especially if she ends up building a Desolator as well. Plus with the sustain comes out from the Omni Knight. Actually, no, TA up against Viper in the mid lane, never mind, never Toxin, just burns away those refraction charges too easily. Yeah, it would work out well. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. Morphlin's already gone. Can't grab that. Ember Spirit. Maybe not. Possibly Void Spirit, actually, for the side of Secret. Because at the moment they are lacking reach until Zai gets a Blink Dagger and Matu gets an Aghanims. So their Void Spirit will be able to just jump onto the back and try and get a grab onto this Keeper of the Light, potentially. Yeah, it's Secret versus Liquid. Big hype game. They're actually going to go for the Leshrac. Okay, so over here that has that big AoE stun. A lot of DPS that comes around him. He is pretty squishy. But as I was saying before, there's no big lockdown so far on the side of Liquid that can really try and abuse this Leshrac. I mean, so far, probably Tiger's going to have to build something like a Yule Scepter maybe, just to try and set up for these roles a little bit more effectively. I mean, there is the Will-O-the-Wisp from Keeper of the Light, but even still, it's not the best. So Liquid are actually going to grab the Void Spirit themselves. So that'll be for Boxy in the off lane. Pretty much all the picks on the side of Secret where you expect them to be, and it's going to be the same one at Liquid. Oh, I don't know. Insania could be taking the Viper as the position 5. We could see a mid Keeper of the Light. Ooh. No, probably not. Let's go if it does take that Viper with the mid lane. So the only sort of big team fight ultimate in these fights is really the Will-O-the-Wisp from the Keeper. I suppose Magnetize as well from Tiger. A little bit more difficult to use though. Good choice. Yeah, it's a good choice. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely a good lockdown as well. So Box will be building up to that Yule Scepter. And going to try and set up some early grabs onto Nisha perhaps. And I mean, even the Void Spirit doesn't have like a guaranteed stun. He's got his Void Remnant, but I mean, yeah, it's, like I said, it's not 100% guaranteed to always land until he gets that Yule Scepter, of course. So we'll have to wait and see how quickly he manages to get it. I mean, I think I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with Secret. The Leshrac's going to be able to push these towers not super easily. Koif will be able to repel him a little bit to begin with, but even still, we'll probably see like a sub 10 minute tier 1 take with the side of Secret, I imagine. Unless, of course, Tiger does some pretty sick rotations and gets some early grabs on Tanisha, and then maybe sets a really high pace for Koifa just to take the game away. Well, anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's Dota. You can't just like say something's going to happen. It never works out that way.
One by one, they fall. One by one.
Can't wait to see Puppey play Omni. I mean, Omni is something which is you definitely don't see very often. I mean, I think ever since they changed his Heavenly Grace, that it's a stat resistance rather than magic community, it definitely made the hero a bit less potent. So we'll see how Puppey's able to use this hero and try and set up for an easy lane for Martu. I mean, actually, looking the way he's running, he's heading towards top. And Martu and Nisha is actually heading towards the bot lane. They're probably just going to go set up for the bounties. Can you imagine Nisha and Martu playing the same lane down bottom? Puppey goes mid with the Omni, and then it's the Absol Zydus with the standoff lane, just wondering what the hell the rest of the team's doing. It's like, guys, we're meant to be winning, right? This is a tournament. Puppey's actually just going to head up top to probably try and guarantee the top 2 bounties, perhaps. But on the side of Liquid, everyone's sort of splitting up as you would expect. Actually, is Boxy going to be playing mid? Was that Boxy setting up to go mid and then Koifa maybe wants to go bottom and try and lane up against the Sven? It will be a little bit more difficult for Martu to try and farm up when there's just constant Never Toxins on the creep wave, so it could work out quite nicely if they are going to do that, or if this is just like, you know, pre-bounty positioning. I mean, a Slardar and a Rubik, it is quite a deadly lane. So Mickey probably won't have the easiest time farming up here himself. He will struggle a little bit. But we'll see if he's able to still have a pretty decent start or not. Puppey gave up trying to wait. He's just going to run back down to bot lane. So it is just going to end up being 2-for-2 trade on the bounties. Nah, nothing crazy. Everyone's just chilling. No one wants to go throwing their lives away just yet. There's plenty of time for that. So it's actually, yeah, so Boxy is staying mid. And it was Koifa taking the Viper to the offlane. So maybe this is a little switch around that maybe Secret wasn't expecting. But I mean, I think Nisha's going to have a much better time in the mid lane. So Boxy will struggle a little bit in the lane, but I mean, I think this is a sacrifice that the side of Liquid are willing to take, just to try and screw over Martu's game. I mean, yeah, Koifa just sits right on top of the creep wave with the Never Toxin constantly on top. Does make it a little bit more difficult for Martu. Top. And Senya's actually taking quite a bit of damage then, though. There's this Yapsaw just throwing his little green orbs at him and nearly getting a kill. So as we go in the mid lane so far, 5-2 to Nisha and 4-1 to Boxy. So it's only a very, very slight lead for Nisha, but we'll probably see that lead slowly widen as more levels go into this Lesh. We'll see if he's actually going to really prioritise many points into his Diabolic Edict, or maybe he's just going to go for the Lightning and just try and make Boxy's life as miserable as he possibly can. Just try and harass him out this lane. Yep, so yeah, he spots the courier. Oh, he spots the courier again. Nope, doesn't quite get the grab. Taking quite a bit of damage though from Insania right now. There's nearly a blinding light up online as well. Oh, he's just going to go for TP. I think he realised he was probably dead. It's a wise place by him, but I mean, that is a TP all the way back to base. It's going to take quite a while, especially pre-boots, to actually get back to the lane. So, see if they're able to apply a bit of pressure to Zai. Meanwhile, Tiger and Koifa just applying loads of pressure onto Matu himself. He's all the way down 6th on the CS chart at the moment. Only 7-0. Even missing 3 CS like that. So there's definitely a little bit of a better start for Mickey so far. Oh. Nisha? Is it? Oh, Ellie? Ooh. Resonant Pulse. Just giving Boxy enough physical protection there. That looked pretty sketchy for him though. That was really damn close. So we'll see what Nisha's going to put into this 4th level. Whether he might potentially just go for... oh. Boxy does dodge that one this time. Oh, he jumps quite aggressively though. Damage block fades away from Boxy. Only 2 more hits. We'll actually get the protection from the trees. So Boxy survives for now. And Nisha's actually out of bottle charges, so he's going to have a little bit of advantage for the next 40 seconds. Mind you, neither of them have much of it. Oh, actually, down bottom, missed that. But Koifa actually ends up getting the first blood onto Matu there, so Matu's game just gets even goddamn harder. I mean, what level is he? He's 3? He's already gone 1 into Stormhammer, 1 into Watercry. I think potentially if he had 2 points into Great Cleave, he could have tried to force the jungle if he's having really dire time down bottom. But he wouldn't go for that just yet. Well, Mickey, he's doing pretty decently on CS. Actually, well, he's been installed quite a bit. He's the same as Marty now. But Zai is definitely overtaken him on the CS chart himself. He wants to bash someone. He's got the charges. He wants to bash someone. Bash. Nice hits. Real professional. Looks like in the mid lane, Tiger did end up rotating around. Tried to get the kill onto Nisha, but Puppey was there as well. Both supports sort of cancel each other out. There's a little bit of an XP lead so far for Nisha as well. About half a level ahead. It's a little bit surprising. Seems like there's only 2 actual CS denies difference between them. Maybe Nisha's denies were more range creeps perhaps. 5-minute bounty's coming up. It looks like Nisha actually just wants to go grab the top bounty and try and double fill up his bottle. And down bottom, Puppey couldn't quite beat Tiger there to the bomb bounty, so it looks like it's probably just going to end up being 2-for-2 trades. And Sadie now actually getting got on. Gets lifted back up, put into the close range of Zai. 1 miss there, doesn't miss the second time. And Zai manages to get the easy kill there onto Gandalf. No magics today. Well, not for another 10 seconds anyway. I mean, the CS between the 2 position ones is still super even. 25-4 to 25-2. I think probably Mickey have a slightly... Actually, it's only 10 goal difference between them. So at the moment, no real discerning difference between the 2, despite the fact that Matu has actually died. Maybe that's just where Zai's able to apply a little bit more pressure onto Mickey, perhaps. Could have got a deny there, but damn miss from Blinding Light. What's the percentage on that thing? 70% chance. He's actually put 2 points into it. Quite interesting. So not even going to bother with Illuminate at all this game. Well, not for now anyway. Interesting build. So the 2 offlaners at the moment on both sides are actually top of the net worth. Very little difference between them either. Koifa is actually applying a bit of pressure onto Puppey as well. Doesn't have his 6 though, so Puppey might be able to survive this. Get hit by the Nevertoxin and kickballs from the boulders. But not enough to actually bring him down. Ooh, it's actually getting close. Ooh, the ticks have just run out. That might have actually finished him off. Nisha's even rotated around here now himself. The split Earth connects onto Koifa. And Matu going to get the last hit. Actually, no. Nisha meant up blowing him up instead. So Tiger's just hanging around trying to bait out Nisha. Wants him to maybe just waste a little bit of mana on him. So Boxy's actually building for the Orchid as his first item. Not going to bother with the Dual Scepter to try and set up for those Remnant grabs. Definitely a nice way of jumping onto the Lesh or the Omni, even the Rubik. And trying to bring him down in that duration. Oh, he actually just gets a sneaky little grab there onto Nisha's Courier. He's used both his step charges, but I mean he has a haste rune bottled up, so he's even able to just disengage. Puppy did come in there just to fill up Nisha's bowl. A little bit of happy teamwork. Oh, quick lift comes out there from Yapzor. Boxy still got to dissimulate online, manages to get away. Haste rune only just running out. There's a nice attempt from Secret, but Haste rune's just too damn strong, man. It's too damn strong. So, I mean, Mikke's had a pretty decent time up top, despite the fact that he's up against a Rubik and Slardar combo. It can be pretty damn potent, but I suppose where Insane's been going for these high points into the Blinding Light, it's just made it every time that Zeiss tried going on for the kill, probably just getting those little misses, enough to keep Mikke safe. But, I mean, in true Liquid fashion, we see the stack machine going at full work. 3 stacks there, 3 stacks there, only 2 stacks there, but even still, this is going to be a huge amount of farm for Boxy or Koifa when they get to that point. Mikke can farm up himself, but he'll probably wait till he has his Blade Mail online. Oh, actually, scratch that. It looks like he's moving in for it right now. There was actually some pings coming up from the Yapzor there. I think he realised this is probably going on, realising that Liquid just loves to do these big stacks. It won't be the quickest take in the world, but with the dispersion, definitely makes it a little bit quicker. But I mean, all this time that Mikke's away from the tower, Nisha rotates around, even Martu comes up there. This should just be a pretty easy tier 1 tower take. But I mean, I think Liquid's fine with that. As long as if this is space for Mikke to actually get these stacks up, they'll be relatively happy with this. Yaps actually gets got on in the middle. Managed to pop his stick charges, keeping him alive for now, but it looks like he will eventually fall with the Magnetize on top of him. Zeiss is hunting now for Boxy. He's got the Corrosive Haze on top, so he should be able to find him. Bash comes out with the first hit. Ooh, nearly gets the second hit there, but the Simulate just comes up. Boxy, he goes for the TP out with the Remnant there. Split Earth just in time there from Nisha, brings him down. So that's the trade that Yapzor's happy to take himself. Trading his life for the mid laner. Hashtag worth. But I mean, despite the fact that Mikke just managed to get 2 triple stacks, just the farming speed of a Sven just makes it so Martu is still like 600 gold over the top of him. And that's just so damn frustrating to play as, especially when you're playing a carry yourself, which doesn't have any big farming mechanics. Oh, but actually in the mid lane, Liquid's making it go on to Zai right now. They're bringing him pretty low, but the heal comes out there from Omni Knight and keeping him alive. And Liquid ends up taking a fair amount of damage themselves in return for that. So Zai's got his Hooded Defiance online. It's going to help him against the magic damage from the Viper and the Magnetize from the Earth Spirit, and then a little bit of burst damage from the Void. So we'll see what he's going to build for his next item. I mean, there's still no easy initiation for the side of Secret, so we'll probably see him grab a Blink Dagger. So Martu's actually building for the Echo Saber as his next item, and then we'll probably see him work towards that Axe. I mean, Axes are so damn strong on Sven nowadays, being able to Superman into each other. Actually, it looks like there's going to be smoke on smoke action. Nisha pops his smoke and Tiger runs into each other, trying to connect the Will-O-Wisp. Actually connects onto 3, so it's going to be getting a lot of use out of it. Tiger just stunning Nisha up in place. There's no way he can go. Nisha's going to fall from the Resonant Pulse comes out there from Boxy. Yep, so he ends up falling himself. Ends up being a double kill. It looks like Matu does get a return kill to Insane at least, but now Zai's focused his attention toward Koifa. Just so much damage with that Corrosive Haze on top. Just Sven hits like a goddamn truck. Working his way onto Boxy, but he's able to astral step down to the low ground. So it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, but I think that slightly favours Liquid. Very, very slightly. Hardly much change at all. I mean, Secret are able to transmute this into a tier 1 take as well, so maybe they're happy with that engagement. It definitely seemed like a really nice Will-O-Wisp there from Insania, though. It connects onto 3 and forces the 2 supports from the side of Secret to fall back. It leaves Nisha stranded all on his own. How many hits is it to kill the Will-O-Wisp level 1? It's only 4 hits. I feel like maybe Nisha, Yapzor and Puppey could have potentially all just clicked it down and then killed it before it got its second pulse off of, and that might have kept Nisha alive potentially. Maybe they just didn't want to risk it. Because, I mean, if they did go for that attempt and the second pulse still goes off, then Yapzor and Puppey would be in a pretty dire position themselves. So maybe they're just like, let Nisha be the sacrificial lamb. Nothing we could do. Yeah, but it ends up sort of paying off. But there's immediate another smoke now coming out from the side of Secret. They're heading towards bottom, so they realise Mickey's here. Zai's just hunting him down. No, he's actually going to cancel. The sprint ran out of cooldown, but the Corrosive Haze already on him. He's actually just going to run straight into Nisha. With that Eul Scepter already on, he's going to set up for an easy splitter. He does get the Blade Mail off online. Ooh, Nisha takes a doublet of damage in return. Nearly falls himself. So, buyback comes out from Mickey. He wants to try and get a kill onto Nisha here. And he does actually manage to successfully get it. He's actually going to get another kill onto Yapzor. The lovely little buyback from Mickey there ends up netting him a double kill.
No, my horses neigh, and so
It's only...
do I.
It's a very, very slight gold buff. I mean, actually, Puppey ended up dying himself in return. And up top, Koifa and Tiger trying to make a move onto Matumba Man, but help there from Zai. They can't quite find it. Even Zai just charging on his own, realises how strong he is at the moment. He wants to try and secure a little bit of space as well for these bounty runes. He's doing a lot of damn work to Koifa on his own. Stormhammer connects there from Matu. Looks like Koifa will finally fall. But they've all moved away from the bounty runes. Boxy's going to be able to just snatch that one from behind him. Boxy tries to go for the other one. He did actually leave it with the illusion rune, thinking he'd be able to snatch that away. He gets hit by the Eul Scepter, into the stun, into the bash from Zai. Boxy just getting a little bit greedy there. And Secret actually going to run straight into the Roach Pit with this. 2 heroes down on the side of Liquid. Definitely with the speed that the Lesh and the Slardar can take this down, especially now that Matu's going to get involved himself. He uses the God Strength for it. He just wants to bring it down as quickly as possible. And Roche will fall super quick. Actually even put the Aegis into the hands of Nisha as well. Pretty good smart play. Seems how Matu, he just wants to go off and farm. He doesn't really care about getting involved too much, at least not until he gets that BKB online. So there's going to be a lot of movements coming out from Nisha now. Just going to be running around that map, trying to get off some easy pickups and then try and transmute that into tower takes. I'm sort of Puppey playing really defensively behind Zai at the moment. Do you really think that Liquid would try and make a jump onto this Slardar at this point? It's a pretty damn beefy hero to go on. Zai, he's just brought up. What's he got? He has got that Blink Dagger. So there is Blink Dagger. Easy English. So the Blink Dagger is now online for Zai. It's definitely going to be a lot easier now for the side of Secret to actually initiate onto these fights. So it's definitely going to leave enough time for until this effectiveness of this Blink Dagger sort of wears off. Then by that point, Matu will have his Aghanims online. He'll be able to set up some easy kills. Nisha actually ends up getting the Eul Scepter grab onto Boxy. Easy follow-up bash there from Zai, and then Boxy just could not cast anything at all. I ain't got a bloody clue what these numbers from Mercedes means. What the hell's this? 2044, 2344, and 2644. What? And then pulls out from the episode. I'm confused about what the hell these numbers mean. I don't know. He said it in all chat as well. 2044, 2344, 2644. So 3 minutes apart. Is it a timer stamp? Is it something else? I don't know. Someone's gonna have to let me know, because I ain't got a bloody clue. Oh, my bad. I just realised I've had it on the wrong camera mode this entire time. So bad with my camera and skills. Very poor. Very, very poor. So, there's still another. What's that? 3 minutes 20 on this Aegis. So is that timer? Yeah. So okay. So that is the 2044 is the Aegis run out time. So 2344 is the potential Roche respawn, and 2644 is the very last Roche respawn. Okay, I worked it out, boys. I worked it out. Poor. Fucking mind unbound. Is it what? Is what? Just saying, Ereminos. I deciphered the code. I deciphered it. Big brain man. I think Yapsol's like, I don't know, pizza arrived or something. Needs to go grab it. So Martu's pretty damn close to finishing up his BKB now. We'll see if maybe Secret want to try and make a move as a 5-man unit to try and use this relatively decent BKB timing. Especially with the Mask of Madness and Echo Saber on top as well. They could potentially make a nice amount of work happen with this. So maybe they just want to try and push onto this tier 2. Take it before that 20-minute mark and take away the outpost on the side of Liquid. Just try and further that lead a little bit, secure the XP bounty. Zai, he actually jumps forward, gets the grab onto Koifa. The silence there comes out though from Tiger and stops that crush follow-up. So we'll actually allow Koifa to disengage. Some nice quick reactions there from Tiger, saving Koifa's life. Very slick, very smooth. But this is now just going to be Secret sieging up this tier 2 tower, forces out the glyph, they'll fall back, use the glyph of their own. I don't think this creep wave survives though, because it doesn't last as long on the tower. So it does actually end up falling. Go on, Marty, you can tank the tower. Bring it down, boy, bring it down. So tier 2 gone, 19 minutes in. So you'll probably see Secret hang around this general area for the next minute, just to make sure that the side of Liquid can't just sneak in here and take this away. But Liquid's actually done a smoke up. They're hiding in there in jungle. Roll forward from Tiger. Oh, it nearly connects there onto Nisha. Nearly brings him down. Uses your scepter onto the Earth Spirit. Just try and hold him back. The Earth Spirit connects onto just Koi from his own. Koi's staying pretty low with Zai just bashing into the back of him. Nisha actually ended up falling, so his Aghanims just pops, and Boxy ended up falling in the background himself. Nisha just falls at a second. He's just way too squishy once every single member of Liquid starts laying into him. Jump forward from him, not Zai, catches onto 2, massive amount of damage, plus the Stormhammer follow up there from Martu. Brings them both down pretty low. There's too many roots and disables. Martu cannot hit anything. He doesn't want to pop his BKB just yet. He will now be forced to use it. It's purely defensively. Zai's going to end up dropping himself. And Martu has to TP away. Oh, it completely collapsed. Just absolute shambles there for the side of Secret. Just everything started going really wrong. It just seemed like Martu, he was really reluctant to use that BKB, was just holding onto it and holding onto it. Just wanted to keep that long range duration, but I think he just ends up biting him in the arse. If he popped that early enough, he probably could have done enough damage. The cleave would have killed Insania in the back. So maybe just a slight little misplay there from Martu. Maybe he just wasn't expecting Zai to engage like that, but who knows? But even so, if engagements keep going like that, Liquid's going to be quite happy. Mickey, he's only 1,000 gold behind Martu, and I mean, normally in most cases, any sort of gold deficit against the enemy carry is a very bad thing. But the fact that you're up against a Sven, it's not too bad. Mickey, he's actually got Radiance though. I didn't see that before. So this is going to help him ramp up his farming speed. Plus make it a little bit more difficult for Martu to actually deal a lot of damage in these team fights. That 17% miss chance. I mean, it doesn't sound like a whole bunch, but it can be pretty damn annoying. Especially if you combo that with Keeper of the Light's Blinding Light. Then it can be very, very annoying. So I think maybe now Secret, they just want Martu to get his Aghanims online now. They've sort of lost their little bit earlier timing. I mean, sure, they managed to get the outpost grab before the 20-minute mark, so they got that little XP boost. But even still, I think they losing 4 heroes there was definitely a bit painful. Oh, looks like up top, quite a few members of Liquid hanging around. They actually spotted Martu. They smoked up already. They don't actually want to go for him though. They're completely changing targets. I suppose they don't have any BKB pierce and stun, so Martu could just pop his BKB and roll out if Tiger didn't get that instant stun connection. I mean, it's definitely a smart play by not just forcing that forward down. Watch Koife, Smoke gets broken by Yapsor. Yapsor running straight into him. Yapsor now getting focused on everyone, taking a lot of damn damage. And he falls pretty quickly. They can stop their attention onto Puppey, but it's a much more harder kill to get. The split up connects her from Nisha, brings Boxy down low, but it's not enough to actually bring him down. The Spectral Hawk from Mickey comes in. The Will of this just about grabs onto Nisha as well. Puppey, there's no way he's surviving this. He falls. Martu TP's in. He's charging forward. He doesn't want to start focusing down on Mickey just yet. He gets hit by the Orkin. It's actually just going to force him to run back. So a little bit of a skew with engagement there. Martu, he's forced to use his BKB once again, but purely defensively. The dagger. Oh, if that BKB just ran out, that could have killed him. So again, nice little moves there by Liquid. Sure, it's just the 2 supports on the side of Secret, but I mean, you force the rotation coming out from Martu, you force him to use another long duration of his BKB purely defensively. He actually jumped forwards, gets a connection onto Boxy, but he's able just to simulate way, and another Astral Step down to the low ground. The Absol steals his Astral Step himself, jumps forward with the grab. He's going to pull him back into the rest of Secret. Zai's just carrying on charging forwards. They need to find something. Another Void Remnant holding him back. It's taking so damn long to get this grab onto Boxy now. Finding the connection there. The All Scepter from Nisha going to set up that splitter. And Boxy falls. Astral Step as well on Yapsor. So nice steal. We'll be able to get some nice easy grabs onto Insania in the backlines. This is the benefit of having a Leshrac. It's pretty damn easy to take down towers. Focus them pretty quick. Oh, Zai, he actually ends up catching Koife. Didn't quite retreat in time. Yapsor even stealing the Nevertoxin. So really, really nice steal for him there. That's going to be pretty difficult now for Mickey to get much use in these team fights. That his dispersion just going to get cancelled out completely. So very heads up play there from Yapsor. Probably a lot of people would be like, oh, you know, I've got the Astral Step. It's a super goddamn good ability. It's an ultimate, so why would I get rid of it? But Yapsor with the big brain plays. He knows what he's doing. So Rose up in 1 minute 8 seconds. Secret is just going to keep a very heavy presence around this area. want to snag this up as soon as he spawns and get that advantage, really roll it back into their own hands again. So Boxy's actually just going for that Bloodthorn. As his next item. No, never mind. He swaps out for the BKB. Will definitely help him survive so he doesn't keep just getting caught out by these Yule Scepters into Split Earths and then the follow-up stuns from Zai. It is a pretty goddamn disheartening thing to go up against, so it will be a nice way to keep him alive. Even Zai building his own BKB now as well. So many BKBs going to be online this game. Nisha not bothering about his though. Got that Bloodstone queued up as the first item, and I think that's an Octarine as well afterwards. I mean, he's got his Aghanims online. Second Roche fall into secret pretty easily. Now they put the Aghs into the hands of Martu and Cheese for Nisha this time. Oh, Martu. He's TP'd to the bot, but everyone on the side of Liquid, they realise there's jump forward for Martu. They actually gets the connection down to Koi before he can TP away. That's a super quick kill. The double damage still online for Martu there. Makes quick work of the Viper. I don't think Koi was quite ready for that. So now Secret, they're just going to work on this bot lane, take away this tier 1, tier 2 problem, towers, and then completely open up the base for Liquid. So when they go for their first high ground siege, there is going to be that potential to potentially lose 2, even 3 sets of racks, depending on how the hold goes. But I mean, Aegis and Cheese online for Secrets. They want to get as much time use out of this as they possibly can, so they're going to force down these towers. A lickety split. Imagine a TP coming in there from Mickey. Just his presence actually going to be enough to force Secret back a little bit. So it looks like Liquid, they want to try and take some sort of engagement here by their tier 2 and defend it. I think that spooked Secret a little bit and they're just going to fall back. Maybe happy for the fact that that's taken Mickey away from farming. So it doesn't hurt them too badly. There's actually another double damage spawned up top. Secret are going to see this and we'll see what they're going to make. What they're going to do with this. Double damage on Sven. Jumps forward. He actually finds Tiger. He gets silenced just before he can actually Stormhammer away. We'll get the connection out to him. There's a BKB online for Tiger that's going to let him disengage. The Godshape comes out. Mickey's getting held in place. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Even Boxy now jumping onto the back lines with his own BKB. Trying to make as much hassle as he possibly can. The Absol and Puppey getting pretty damn low. There's too much magic damage coming out. The Absol falls. He will immediately buy back. Puppey getting pretty low himself. He will just fall. Yeah, the Radiance actually there from Mickey is enough to bring him down. But Mickey getting focused down by Zai himself. They bring down Boxy in the back. So it's just Mickey hiding in the trees. And in secret, they don't realise he's actually just hiding in that same spot. So he's going to get away with his life. Lovely move. Actually, Yapsal, oh, what a perfect read. He catches him out before he finishes the TP and it brings him down. Mickey's gone for 100 seconds, no buyback. This is just going to leave a complete free take on for the side of Secret. They've still got that Aegis online. Cheese still end up getting used, but they don't really mind about losing that. There's not even a glyph available for the side of Liquid to delay this from coming out. Jumpfall from Zai. Oh, Jesus Christ, that damage! Insania, what happened? Gandalf died. Not enough Pikeweed to keep him alive there. Liquid had just thrown as many long range spells as they possibly can to try and force Secret back. Martin is taking quite a bit of damage, so it might see that first the Aegis pop, and it is gone. But even still, they don't want to just fall back. There's no Spectre for 50 seconds. This would be pretty, really, really well played. Nice hold by Liquid if they do actually force Secret Grab. Jump forward again from Zai. Gets the initial grab onto Tiger. Koifa, then Martu just immediately jumps on top, trying to start him in place. Let's just get focused up by Tiger and Boxy though. He will manage to get Glimmer Cape, trying to fall back, but the magnetized and just pure right clicks coming out from Boxy is enough to bring him down. He's trying to run away, but there's so much damage that comes out from these right clicks from the Sven. It is pretty damn painful. He will actually end up falling just from the line in there by Nisha. Not sure how he died a while ago. Martu just jumps straight towards the back line. Absolutely evaporates Koifa in a second. And he's hungry for more. Charging forward, just about gets in the range for Insania. Brings him down. Godlike spree. Yapzor even blocks the roll away from Tiger there. He will just about escape into the pool. And keeps himself alive. Mickey is up now, but now it's just him and Tiger left. The rest of his team's gone. So they still can't really do much about this. God's Strength has now run out, so that might just be enough to force Secret back. They got one lane of racks, they got quite a few kills. I don't think they forced out any buybacks. There was a buyback on Insania, but it's the position 5, who cares? So, I mean, definitely nice there by Secret, just waiting and waiting until someone on the side of Liquid steps slightly out of position. And allowed them to get an easy grab. So Mickey's working towards that Skadi as his next item. Definitely going to be a good way to keep him alive. Gives a nice chunky amount of stats. Plus the does it still do the HP regen negation? I can't quite remember. I'm bad at this game. So there's a boost speed, attack speed. Yeah, it does still reduce the healing amount as well. I mean, not like there's a huge amount coming out on the side of Secret in terms of heals anyway. It's pretty much just the Omni Knight heals. But still, every little helps. There's so many BKBs, but I mean, they're all pretty early, so they're getting pretty low in these durations. Martu's already down to a 6 second. Nisha nearly got his own BKB online. Yeah, he's only about 400 gold away from that. Imagine Zai's turning this Hyperstone into a AC. Just going to further up, increase their tank. Make everyone on the side of Liquid just that little bit more squishier. I mean, Martu already does a monstrous amount of damage. Actually, we're going for the Silver Edge. It's going to be a good way to get rid of the dispersion on the Spectre. If you can get that little initial hit. Probably will just like Superman into him and then immediately pop it afterwards. Oh, there is actually Boxy. He did actually end up showing himself by trying to get that Observer kill. And then the massive amount of damage from Martu just brings him down before he can get any sort of escape. I think he might have been able to get away if Zai didn't come in with that Corrosive Haze. Just made that last hit from Martu do enough damage to bring him down. And there might have been actually enough time for Boxy to make a little great escape. Zai too smart. He realises that every little bit can help. Even though a situation does look really one-sided, it's never guaranteed. So Abyssal now online for Martu. Going to be even more annoying for Mickey to try and survive in these scenarios. So finally the last tier 2 on side Liquid's gone. Opens up all of their base now for Secret to come and ravage it. They'll probably wait for the next Roche to come up. It's only 55 seconds away, so it's a pretty early, decent spawning time. How close is Mickey to finish up his Skadi? He does actually have enough money now, but he's probably saving up for that buyback. So with buyback, he's still about 2,050 gold away, 2,100 to be able to buy that and keep the buyback available. Oh, Matu trying to find Boxy, but he would actually just run to the sentry board. Maybe Liquid wants to try and make a potential move onto him. There's a heroes wrapping around. There's just Zai's coming in now himself. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of engagement here. There's 5 heroes on the side of Liquid. And now it's jumping straight in. Zai trying to focus down Tiger. Matu gets involved as well. Pops his God Strength, but Tiger evaporates in a second. With the Abyssal Blade, he just 2 hits Koifa, annihilates him. The Blade Mail popped there by Mickey. He's doing so much damage to Matumba Man. It's going to force him to retreat for now. But the Blade Mail's already run out, so Matu's probably going to re-engage. There's just enough damage from Nisha alone. Zai comes in for the cheeky last hit, and that will finish him off. Nisha just runs down Insania, and Liquid just needs to go in full retreat. Boxy's already bought back for this. If he falls now, this is going to be absolutely disastrous. He falls super quick. Wait, look how much damage this goddamn Sven's doing. It's like 1,000 damage a hit. Liquid School GG. They're done. They are done. They don't want to be anymore. They are so screwed up in this game. Woo. Well, there you go. Secret. They strike hard. They strike fast. And they managed to take game 1 against Liquid. I mean, yeah, it looked... It was pretty even throughout the entirety of the laning stage. Even in the mid stage, it was pretty even. Both engagements sort of going either way. But after that, there was this Secret was able to find a nice couple of pickoffs, and every single time they got a pickoff, they moved that into an actual objective, either that be Roche or another tower take. And just little by little, they just made the map worse and worse for Liquid to try and actually find any farm, and yeah, they just ended up taking it away from them pretty damn easily in the end. So well played there by Secret. We'll see if they're able to take this series 2-0, or maybe if Liquid's going to be able to bounce back and push this to a game 3, but we'll have to wait and see. But if you guys have enjoyed the stream and you've enjoyed what the content I've been able to provide, then please think about following me on YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. I post on Twitter what I'm going to be casting in the future, so if you do like me and you want to support me, then yeah, please hang around and hang around for game 2 between Secret and Liquid. I'll see you then. Cheers.